Well, here's our project this morning. We got a red oak and a white oak. They're both dead over the deck, in the deck. We got some bald eagles flying around. I think 3 of them out here. Some pelicans out on the lake. Little avian display. We're gonna have a good time. We got a little bit of wind out here, but here's our exit through this gate. We'll be out here. So everything on a string. Got the GRCS set up. I'll be going up with the block. We'll set one block right below my tie-in point there in that crotch. That'll put us a good drop zone right over the deck. Got to pull this one back. We'll use the tension on the GRCS to bring these back to this lead. Got my climbing saddle, camp saddle, with the full fall arrest so I can use it in the lift. I use my ascenders on 2 individually attached tethers. I've got the camp ascenders. Just got those. I like them. Got the ball bearing here. They slide up real nice, and they've got a little keeper for the rope down here. And I climb on the akimbo. So I picked up this Druid the other day from camp. Probably gonna switch that out on my lanyard. I currently have the Petzl Xeon, but my bridge will tap this every once in a while and give me a little drop. I have a replacement. This is the Cherry Bomb from All Gear, just some old rope that we had, and I put it in here. Stuff that comes with the Petzl isn't that great, wears out quickly. This 11.2 millimeter works great in the Xeon, just by the way. I do a bunt line hitch on the one. On the back side, I do a Bolin. The bunt line tends to loosen up if it's not loaded all the time, and so I do just a Bolin with a Yosemite finish. And then on the back side of my Xeon, I have a adjustable prusik. So this can be a true 2-to-1. You know, when they sell these, they say, well, one end you can't use because it'll slide through. But, you know, I just put a prusik on the back side of that, and then I got a true 2-to-1 lanyard. I used to climb on the rig a lot. I just had it on here the other day because I had a double tie-in position, so I was using that. So that's my saddle setup. I got a couple of slings with big Dans on there. I don't go light, as you can see. And I got a little quickie there if I want to use it occasionally. So you get most of this stuff on gameoftrees.com. So we're gonna get the day going here. The guys will be here any minute. I got here early, got all set up. Beautiful day. All right, we're up here in the tree. Right in there. We got it over here because we're gonna go and pull this back to our rigging point, which is right here. We're gonna pull that back this way. And so my climbing line will be off on this side. I can be hanging off this side, landing it on. We can pull those pieces right over, drop them into here. Got a good drop zone right there. We can pull this piece off over here, lift the big log. We got our sling back here, a little compression force. Not that we're rigging anything huge, but it's a good little system here. game of trees. We're having fun. All right, the next rig here, we got a little back weight. It's going back that way. And our rigging point's out here. We're gonna set the GRCS up and tension this and actually pull into a notch right here so that we can pull this thing over. And it's not that heavy. This is only about 5 inches diameter or something. It's not gonna be heavy, it's dead and dry. We'll just flop her down right here. So that worked like a charm. Pulled it right off of there. Now Mike can lower it down. Dead and dry. So yeah, in a situation where you've got wind against you or something, you can pull stuff into the block with the GRCS. It's pretty awesome. These ones will just fall over and come through, but that was a good technique demonstrated. All right, so here's a little different method. This one is kind of out over these other branches over here. So I slung it high above our rigging point, and I'm gonna make a drop cut here, just a straight undercut and a straight top cut. And it's gonna drop out of there onto that. And we have the distance, and it's not that heavy, so we don't have to worry about the shock load. And then we'll just catch it. It'll be butt first. It might be center tied with this upper stuff here, but at any rate, it's gonna drop out and it won't get snagged up on these down here. So that's another little method of madness here. Rig it above your rigging point and then drop cut it out. So here it goes. And now it's just hanging straight down. It's not really butt heavy, I don't think. It's hung up on itself on the rope. But that dropped right out of there, never got hung up. Try to do a conventional rig, and that hangs up in there. It's just a mess. All right, here we got a typical hinge back cut set up for a lift. You got it slung, you got a rigging point. Why don't you crank her there, Mike? Mike's cranking. And the hinge is angled toward the block. So then it comes all the way up. We got a little twist there. Comes off, and it's fairly low and dynamic. That one kind of twisted off a little early. I actually, if you look at it, my angle is off just a little. See, the hinge wanted to break. I should have angled that just a little bit that way, and it would have come off without breaking sideways. But there's a good little lift. Okay, we got another situation where we're strung way out there. We got a long branch, goes way up in that other tree. We come back to a redirect here off a carabiner. And I'm gonna just drop cut it right here. And that's gonna drop out and the butt's gonna swing that way and pull me out of that other tree. So we'll see how that works. All right, so it popped right out of there. Are we still above the railing? A little bit below, but we were out away from the railing, so everything dropped out of here just perfect. We didn't even touch that other tree, so that worked by design. So hanging on this redirect here. So we lifted this right out of the hole. That was a nice rigging point for that. So we're down to just a trunk. Alrighty. We don't have a lot of altitude here. Tied it in the middle, so it can come over and be horizontal or parallel to the ground. Give us a little more height. You got that? I don't know if you can hear me down there. Set up, we're basically just going to pull this off, and all the stretch is going to be out of the rope, and so it's going to have very little drop, and we're on a big solid trunk, so it doesn't matter about the shock load. We actually probably have more force on the rope right now than we will when it's hanging. Dirt down. How you doing, Mike?
Great. How are you?
Great. Well, I'll give you one guess. The method I chose to take this trunk down. There it is. Look at all the sawdust. At least we can blow the dust right off the edge. We got some pelicans flying by. A bunch of them over in the water. Bald eagle just came by. That's a dead one. He's leaving that spot. If that falls, it's just down on the bank. He's all right with that. It's a good woodpecker tree. Yeah, we put an alternate down. We forgot to bring tires. That would have been helpful. But we got her done. So here was our point of exit. Pretty much can't tell we were here. Beautiful shot of the lake. And 2 holes in the deck where the trees were. Alright. It's a good day, it's lunchtime. Game of trees. We're ready for lunch.